Taking care of tomorrow, today, when future you overwhelms present you in high school. Picture this. It's a Wednesday night, and you're sitting at your desk, surrounded by textbooks, unfinished assignments, and a growing sense of panic. A big test looms tomorrow. Your phone buzzes. It's your girlfriend, texting you that it's her grandmother's birthday party, and you're invited. You think about it and hesitate. Should you go? Why not? You go, and you get this sense of relief when you get there. A sense of all those unfinished assignments and work gone. Then, the party itself is a whirlwind. You meet a large part of her extended family. A good amount of people that seem to be strangers, but with warm smiles and welcome you in. It's the function itself is heartwarming and welcoming, and by the end of it, you feel completely fine. No work, nothing to worry about. You go home and you notice your laptop on, sitting there in the darkness, alluding to the growing sense of panic and, oh no, my work, my test that I need to study for tomorrow. And then you just forget about it. You go to bed and think it's not important. It's procrastination at its finest, completely unadulterated procrastination. And it's something that I have learned that I need to deal with, and to be honest, I still struggle with it today. I struggle with it today, and the truth is, I struggle with it with the speech. So, I got a little bit of some notes, and it's gonna help me. High school feels like this constant balancing act, a tug of war between the relentless demands of future you and the fleeting needs of present you. Psychologists and researchers call this the generational squeeze, a kind of pressure cooker where you're expected to be high achievers, so emotionally stable, socially present, and physically healthy, all at once. And this squeeze is the reality for so many of us high schoolers today. It's not just about academic pressures. It's all about lifestyles that demand you excel in all directions at once. It's not just between schoolwork and water polo practice and guitar lessons and family and friendships. Every moment seems like accounted for. But even when the day feels super packed and you're doing everything to fill it up, there's a voice in your head that tells you you're not doing enough. Actually, it's not just one voice. It's a chorus, a cacophony of internal critics. Mostly it's my own voice, and demanding and sharp. But sometimes I hear echoes of my dad's expectations, or the stern reminders of my teachers. It's a relentless barrage, especially during the last week of every quarter when all those late assignments that you've kept there are now seem like the end of the world, and it's gonna ruin everything. It's a relentless barrage. It's when it feels like a looming curse that darkens every thought. It's the you should have started earlier voice, the everyone else is ahead voice, the you're wasting your potential voice. And it's always loudest when you're alone, when the silence amplifies every doubt and insecurity. I rarely share these thoughts with others, which probably makes it even worse, but it feels too vulnerable, too exposed. This internal pressure, the generational squeeze, is a constant companion for so many of us. Unlike past generations who maybe had the time to figure out things slowly, we're growing up in a world that demands instant success, constant performance. It's a squeeze that isn't just about time, it's about identity, expectations, and survival in a hyper-competitive world. I've experienced this firsthand, and it's exhausting. There are nights where I push myself so hard just to keep up, only to find myself sleeping through school because I'm so drained. In trying to meet everyone's expectations, my teachers, my friends, my own, I forget the small, meaningful things. It's about complete and mental exhaustion. Some nights, I just collapse into bed, skipping skincare routines, and the result, breakouts, and a feeling of, well, just feeling like I look like a mess. It's a vicious cycle. Stress leads to neglect. Neglect leads to more stress. And my retainers, those little plastic nightmares, I can feel my teeth shifting. It doesn't crush my confidence, but it adds another layer of I should have to the already overflowing mental to-do list. And the disorganization that's invaded my room of all places. I've always prided myself in keeping a clean and tidy space. But this year especially, my room has been a constant reflection of my mental state. Piles of papers, clothes, constant visual reminders of my lack of control. This constant pressure is overwhelming. And it's not just me. So many of my peers feel it too. Psychologists have a term for this. It's called cognitive overload. It's what happens when your brain is trying to juggle so many responsibilities that it just starts to shut down. It affects memory, decision-making, and even creativity. The irony, the harder you push, the less effective your work becomes. But this isn't just about academic and responsibilities either. It's also about social media and the constant comparison it fuels. Every day we're bombarded with constant reminders, snapshots of perfection, our peers thriving, if winning scholarships, excelling in their sports. Especially now with senior year in full swing, my feed is constant stream of college acceptances, water polo friends, and family friends, or even school friends getting into FSU, UF, USF, and even waiting on their MIT acceptances. Friends and teammates, it's a mix of lifelong family friends and all seemingly set on their paths. And then there's me, still figuring out what to do with my life. Everyone else seems to have a clear vision. I want to be this, I want to be that. They declare, while I'm still navigating the maze of possibilities. Then comes the end of the year academic awards, the perfect GPAs, the endless list of extracurriculars, HOSA, TSA, you name it. And they manage it all without their grades slipping. It's not just envy, it's a deep sense of uncertainty, a feeling that I'm lagging behind, that I'm not measuring up. It's a feeling of hopelessness, like I'm running a race where everyone else has a head start, and I don't even know where the starting line is. Those feelings linger, sometimes for hours, sometimes for days, and it's a constant reminder of my own perceived shortcomings. So how do we break free? How do we stop future you from overwhelming present you? For me, it's about finding moments to escape, moments to reconnect with the present. On my free days, I love to hang out with friends, play board games. It's a group of friends from a different high school, a regular high school, and it's almost relieving. It's not like my STEM magnet school with its intense focus on everything and small amount of kids. It's just a bunch of us laughing, joking, playing games, like our all-time favorite Clue. It's a complete escape from the pressure cooker of my school environment, a chance to just be myself and enjoy the moment. Then there's also dinner with my friends, which is really actually dinner with my girlfriend, but it's something relieving as well. She goes to a different school, so those nights are precious. We get to catch up on things that happen throughout the week, talk about anything and everything. And being with her always lifts my mood. It's like a weight is lifted, a temporary reprieve from the constant stress. And taking time to breathe. I admit I don't do it as often as I should. It's usually when I'm in bed or in those rare mornings when I wake up early enough to not be rushing. But I do find myself doing it in the car, almost unconsciously, driving home in complete silence, only the hum of my car as the background. It's a moment of stillness and a chance to just be me. High school is a unique chapter in life. Yes, it's about preparing what's next, but it's also about experiencing the here and now. It's about making memories, building relationships, and discovering who you are. And I've learned that those memories, those relationships, are what truly matter. I cherish the simple moments, like lunch or research periods with my friends at NeoCity. Gus and Valeria, their constant playful arguments always bring a smile to my face, while Christian, his endless stream of jokes always make us all laugh like we've never laughed before. And Santiago, the freshman we adopted this year, he's a breath of fresh air, always clueless, and I feel like I see myself in him when I was in freshman year. These moments, these friendships, are the anchors that keep me grounded. I've learned that true friendship is invaluable. The real friends will stick by you thick and thin through all drama and stress. And about myself, well, that's still a work in progress. High school has been a journey of self-discovery, a process of learning to navigate challenges and finding my own path. I've faced my own battles, and I've learned the strength it takes to overcome them. I've learned that you don't have to fit into a mold to be cool. That authenticity is far more valuable than conformity. Even though the pressure to fit in can be overwhelming, I've learned that vulnerability is not weakness, and that asking for help is a sign of strength. So the next time future you demands more, take a moment to check in with present you. Because the truth is, without a healthy, happy present you, there's no future to fight for. And here's what I want you to remember. It's not just about rigidly scheduling present you time. It's about strategically managing future you time. Don't procrastinate like I did today. Tackle your work, your assignments, your responsibilities, so that when the invitation to a spontaneous adventure arrives, you can say yes without the weight of all those undone tasks hanging over your head. And when you're working, when you're focused, finally, when you sit down and finally sit down to work on your assignment, make sure you have no distractions. Close the extra tabs. Turn off your phone. Put it in the kitchen. But most importantly, remember to make a space where you can truly concentrate. And most importantly, remember to live your life to the fullest. These teenage years, they're fleeting. And many people will say this. It's a brief chapter of life, of your life. Don't let them slip away in a blur of stress and anxiety. Look for the positive, even in the midst of chaos. It's easy to get trapped in a cycle of negativity, to focus on what's wrong, on what you haven't accomplished. But dwelling on the negative only makes it harder to break free. Choose to see good, to appreciate the small victories, to find joy in present moments. Because ultimately, life isn't just about reaching some distant future goal. It's about the journey, the experiences, the connections you make along the way. I know it's cliche, but it's about finding balance and about honoring both future you and present you. And remembering that the most valuable gift you can give yourself is a gift of truly living right here, right now.